This morning, we're off to a quiet but bright start. In fact, we've got blessed with a lot of great sunsets lately. Here's another great shot. Not only are we seeing some beautiful, vibrant colors, but also a little bit of a contrast. Ominous for that first half of the picture, but some gorgeous colors there towards the bottom of your screen. And luckily this morning, we're also seeing a nice bright sun joining us for our Tuesday. We're going to continue to see clear skies. This is a live look at NIU in DeKalb as we continue to stay dry. Those temperatures will also end up climbing. We have some beautiful weather to talk about, though this morning is still a little chilly. In fact, some of us have dropped into the 30s, 39 degrees in Beloit, 41 in Rochelle, 40 in Mount Morris. We could still drop a degree, but we're actually going to quickly climb once we get through the rest of our morning. Early on, though, you could still even run into some areas of patchy fog. We're down to 2 miles near Rochelle, 3 in DeKalb. Not everybody will see it. It's not very dense or widespread, so might not slow you down as much, but give yourself maybe just a few extra minutes as you head out the door early. That fog will dissipate, especially by mid-morning. We're nice and clear at that point, and even overhead. Mostly sunny skies expected for our Tuesday. Those temperatures jump into the mid-70s. It's going to feel real nice this afternoon. A very light breeze, gusts up to 15 miles per hour as we continue to stay dry. Now, as we move towards the middle of our week, we'll have a cold front move through, and it's briefly going to drop your temperatures. But keyword, brief. Because once we get into Friday and the weekend, we recover quickly. The 70s will be back in no time. Not only that, but as we move further into the forecast next week, we could very well jump into the 80s. In fact, your 8 to 14 day temperature outlook taking us through the middle of May does show high confidence in those warmer than average temperatures through the middle of the month. Notice that sets in right across the Great Lake region, bringing us that summer-like heat. So you might want to get those air conditioners ready as we jump into the 80s, and if not just one day, it might even be consistent. 70s through Wednesday, there's that brief drop. 60s for Thursday, 30s overnight. That's going to feel a bit chilly, especially since we've only really had those nights in the 40s and 50s. Sunny though, and still quiet throughout Mother's Day weekend. We're near the mid to upper 70s for Mother's Day itself on Sunday, and then take a look at next week. If you're ready for summer and more sunshine, well, you're going to love that forecast. We jump into the 80s and we stay there for most of next week, looking really good. And on top of that, little to no chances for rain. That's not just for next week, but even this week. Really, the next foreseeable future looks pretty dry, sunny, and warm. A really nice forecast ahead. We even have the 70s to enjoy as early as this afternoon. We'll be right back with more news headlines right after this.